I would say Pepsi. That actually alters from week to week. I'm one of those people that I'm like, I'm craving a Pepsi this week, or I'll crave a Coke next week, but I find that I choose Pepsi more often than not. Coffee for sure. I hated both of them for probably 28 years of my life, and then medical school and residency happened. Puppies, for sure. I am definitely a dog person. My family and I have 2 dogs. One is the best dog we've ever had. The other one we'll keep. We love them both. We've always been dog people. My wife is allergic to cats, so they are a no-no in our house. That depends on the situation. 10 years ago, if you'd asked me that question, I would have said phone call, 100%. Now, I talk all day, so if I can send something in a text and not have to talk a little bit further, I would rather do that. Sometimes text doesn't lend itself to what you need to say, and I am notorious about sending a text that is misinterpreted. So I'm going to say text, but with the caveat that sometimes a phone call is necessary. I am a former long distance runner. I ran track and cross country in college and high school, and for 5-10 years after that, I ran exclusively for exercise. My body has since revolted, and I still like to run. I have a treadmill, but I do weights 4 times a week, so I'm going to have to say weights, and all of my former teammates are now going to groan and roll their eyes at me whenever they see this. Pancakes. And I don't really have an explanation for that one. They are essentially the same thing. Android. And again, I don't really have an explanation for that one. I think it's just that something that was the first smartphone that my wife and I got, and we just stayed on Team Android ever since. That's a good one. I'm gonna go with cake, just because it has that whole birthday feel to it. Doing the dishes, I don't really mind doing the laundry. You can put it in, walk away. I don't like folding, but the dishes, I have 2 small children, and there's always some sort of half-eaten food in the dishes, and that is just disgusting, and I don't deal well with it. Another good one. I'm gonna say tacos. I really like Mexican food, although you can't really beat a good burger either. I have always driven a car. I've never driven a truck. I have nothing against them, but again, I think just stick with what I've done for my whole life. Amusement park. I'm not really a thrill-seeking type, but I really love roller coasters. Also, I am a very, very light-complected person, and so the beach tends to really affect me in not so good ways. Popcorn, for sure. And that's something I think my wife kind of instilled into me. She loves movie theater popcorn with the butter, and she loves it so much that we always get it. Now it's just a thing. That's another good question. I think it depends on the situation. I find as I get older, it's more books or reading things on the internet than watching TV. We actually just cut the cord from cable. But I can never give up TV completely because that's where all my sports are. Mountains. I come to you all from West Virginia, and we were the Mountaineers for a reason. Again, same reason that I was talking about earlier with the beach. The oceans are warm, hot, I get sunburnt, uncomfortable. The mountains have beautiful views, more temperate climates. It's just way more my speed. Countryside for sure. I was born and raised in a small town of about 400. My dad grew up on a dairy farm in the middle of an 86-acre farm, and we now live in Lancaster, which is very countryside, and we're super happy. summer. Even though I've said a couple times during this interview that I am not a big fan of the ocean and the heat, I'm a way bigger hater of snow and ice and being freezing cold. Fan. And I don't know when it started, but I've slept with a fan since I've been a teenager, I guess. And I cannot sleep without one, and it has nothing to do with temperature. It's just the ambient noise in the background, and nothing is like a box fan. Not the sounds you can play on your phone, not the noise machines. The fan is where it's at. When you sent this list of things that you were going to ask me today out, my wife and I laughed hysterically at this one. Why this question? I'm not real sure. But I'm going to go with ninjas, and I have no idea why.